Resounding win, 34-21. The Jets move to 4-5 on the year. Josh McCown, great stats. Matt Forte, as Mike said, give me the ball. 14 rushes, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. They'll keep giving him the ball. 25 yards. The Jets held LaShawn McCoy to 12 rushes, 25 yards. Simply a great job by everybody dressed in green tonight for the color rush. So, on that note, let's get to the report card. Time for our guys to give out their grades. So let us begin with the offense. Ray Lucas, what grade did you give in the offense?
I gave them an A, baby. That was awesome today. I got to give it up to my big fatties up front. You know what? Banged up, bruised. It didn't matter. They controlled the line of scrimmage. Matt Forte wanted the ball. They gave it to him. I'm giving also, to talk about John Morton here, the first 3 runs that he called, I was sitting there going, oh, no, here we go. But what he did was ignited that big fatty up front. That's an A. Everybody on that whole side of the ball made plays when they were supposed to make it and dominated the line of scrimmage. This is the best the Jets looked on offense for me in 9 weeks.
Mike.
I give him an A-, only in the fact that early, I thought they were forcing the run just a little bit early, but then they spread it out. They spread them out. They moved the ball. The offensive linemen were explosive, so they certainly had an A. I was very happy with the way they played.
Willie.
I gave him an A, 194 in rushing, 5.3 a pot. Matt Forte had 2 touchdowns. The big guys up front answered the bell. They wanted to run the ball this game, and they got it done. It's easy to ask for it, but you got to execute. They was able to do that today, so I'm happy.
All right, let's switch over to the defense. Willie, what grade do you have for the defense?
I gave him an A+. Mo Wilkerson. I mean, he lit the fuse, and you got to credit Jordan Jenkins. Demario Davis had 7 tackles, 1 sack. Darryl Roberts showed up and had a big day. He had 6 tackles. Jordan Jenkins, 2 sacks, 3 turnovers they were able to get. Big day for the defense. You got to credit them.
Mike?
I gave them an A. I gave him an A also. I love the fact that they adjusted and went to the 5-man rush, and they mixed up how they were going to do it. It really kept Buffalo on edge, and I don't think he went back there, Taylor, and took a look around and was just not quite as certain as he wanted to be. Wham, they got to him. Great job.
Right.
I gave him an A. You know, we talked about in pregame how Tyrod Taylor likes to move to his left. Couldn't do it all single game. They kept him in the pocket, forced him to go right. 5 sacks in the first half alone. I thought front to back, this defense played awesome. They get an A.
All right, let's move on to the special teams, and we begin with the special teams guru, Mike Westhoff.
I give him a B+. I thought the kickers did a nice job. Catanzaro bounced back a little bit. He looked good. Matter of fact, his kicks didn't just make it. They split the uprights right down the middle. They didn't have much in the return game, but they also didn't give much, and that's the only reason I didn't keep it any higher. I liked what they did at the end. Don't get disappointed with that onside kick, because Austin Stefarian Jenkins went up, grabbed the ball like a basketball player, pull it in, and he would have had that. The Jets actually played it correctly, just didn't get that. He didn't get that job done on that part of it.
Willie.
I thought it was a great bounce back from the special teams. I gave them an A. Credit Rontez Miles. He had a great day going downfield covering. He's their special teams leader, so credit him.
Right.
Hey. As critical as I could be, as nice as I could be when you play that well, I agree. I don't even fault them for the onside kick, because Safarian Jenkins had it.
Yeah,
it had it in his hands. Sometimes that happens. But Catanzaro, as tough as I am going to be hard on you, you did split the uprights today. They get an A.
All right, let's move on to the coaching. Mike, what grade you give them the coaching?
I gave them an A. It is obvious that in that short week, they did a nice job getting this team ready, not only mentally, but physically. The way they must have handled their practice, I talked to their officials that do the practices, and they told me the way they did it, they were sharp, they were moving through things quickly, and it looked pretty good. I also like the fact of some of the adjustments that they made, the 5-man pass rush, and then doing some different wrinkles on offense, bringing in the tight end at fullback, the extra offensive lineman. These are good adjustments and speaks very well for the coaching.
Right.
I gave him an A. Just for the mere fact is this. I hate Thursday night football games because I'm a former player. It's not enough time to get from Sunday to Thursday and come out and be your best. Mo Claiborne didn't play because he couldn't get ready. So the coaches, to get these guys ready to come out and play the way they did, as physical as they were, and dominate, I got to give the coaches an A, because I don't give A pluses, but they were fantastic. And I'm talking defense, everybody. All those coaches deserve a big kudos. A from Ray Lucas.
Willie, wrap us up.
I give them an A+. You got to talk about the first time they played the Buffalo Bills. What was the big thing that they talked about on defense? Gap responsibility. They answered that today. You talk about on offense. They committed. They stayed committed to the run. They kept pounding it, and it broke for them. You talk about penalties. They were 10 for 66 on penalties. That's a little high for Todd Bowles standards, but they was able to overcome it because of the turnovers they was able to get. So overall, when you talk about this coaching staff, they got these guys playing on a Thursday night. They were able to rebound and bring it home in front of their Jet Nation crowd. Get up.
They got the job done, no question about it.